Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Derek here. We are back reacting to another episode of Superman and Lois. This is season 1, episode 12. It is called Through the Valley of Death. So that doesn't sound good. Where did we leave off last time with Superman and Lois? So last time, the first half to 2/3 of the episode was all memories that Clark was going through of, how he met Lois, how he became Superman, and it was just this really nice, cute, origin story for Superman. And if that would have been the pilot for this show, it would have been dang, let's watch this show. I thought the pilot was great on its own, but this also would have worked as a great pilot. We learn though that all these memories are happening because Morgan Edge is looking through Clark's memories to find out why he is the way that he is. And he uses that to take advantage of Clark when he's weakened, and essentially is like, hey, if you don't do what I say, I'm going to kill your family. To which Clark is like, frick, fine, I'll do whatever you want, just don't hurt them. And then Lois ends up calling John Henry Irons to come, defeat Superman, essentially. So we'll see what happens. Oh, and Jordan now has a girlfriend, kind of, technically, right? Because they kissed, but he's still kind of lying to her about who he is. So we'll see what goes on there. Hopefully we don't see any more of Morgan Edge's gross worm dad. We will, but that man's just disgusting looking. It's probably mean of me to say, but it is what it is. Before we jump into it, please consider leaving a like on the video, and please consider subscribing. It means a ton to me, especially if you want to see more reactions to Superman and Lois or any other show that I'm watching right now. Ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if the full-length reaction to this episode is something you're interested in, consider checking out my Patreon. I post all my full uncut reactions in watch-along format. You just sync up your own copy of the show and watch along with me. There you can become a super supporter and get featured in all of my videos, so consider checking that out. But other than that, I think that's all I gotta say, so let's jump into the episode. Been going to college? That's what he's been doing? What? Is he looking for someone in specific? He's literally just taking classes.
Were you able to find her?
She must have gone home already.
Shall we try her residence? Scans indicate she's the passenger in the taxi on your left. You could easily catch her.
Who is it his daughter, maybe?
John, if you wish to connect with this world's version of your younger sister,
Ooh.
Now is your chance.
Younger sister. Maybe that'll set up a season 2 storyline for him.
Just like you said it would. I think Superman's been turned.
Ooh. Does not look like he's having fun with whatever's happening there.
It's been a long time since you felt pain, hasn't it, Cal? Or perhaps you've never felt it, which will make this process all the more excruciating.
Ooh, yeah, that's
Pain is a
not
weakness
fun.
My father removed from me.
I can help you, brother.
I am not your brother. You rejected me. Remember? Rejected your family, your own people. For them.
Yeah. Do you think there might be a reason why?
So be it. Delay the inevitable. Fight as long as you
You're
can.
being kind of a dick.
Not even Superman is strong enough to resist the will of Zod.
Is he trying to put Zod into Clark's brain? Yo. That's not good.
Pumpkin.
Yeah, I'd cry too. That seems like a heavy moment. I got it. Just immediately gets shot in the face as he answers his door.
Sorry for the house visit, Chief.
You've been fired.
You vouch for Morgan Edge. After what happened, well, people are angry.
Okay, but all I was trying to do was bring jobs in, get investors to bet on this town.
I get it, Chief. I do. Maybe just take a few days. Give people a minute to cool off.
I mean, isn't he? If he's the chief of the fire department, what are they gonna do? Quit? Go ahead. Have fun moving to a different town.
Hey, so Dad could be anywhere in the entire world. Why does that matter? It just does.
Jordan, Dad said that he could hear all of the...
You just gotta power up, bud.
...in the collective sonic frequency.
John, you know better than anyone what's at risk here.
I do.
Which is why we need your help to come up with a rescue plan.
He's acutely aware of what goes down when Superman gets turned.
If he signaled you to bring me in, he knows the likelihood is there is only one hope. To save this world, I need to put him down. My enemy is necessary.
Yeah, kinda. Rescuing him might not work.
You said it yourself. He signaled you to call me. Why would he do that?
I don't know why,
Yeah, I feel like
he's not giving up.
if you're calling him,
He knows
you
what he's
know
up
what
against.
he's
trying to stop
the tactics he's gonna try and use.
Saving him.
Look, it took him 7 minutes to wipe out Metropolis.
That's not a lot of minutes.
It's not too late for him.
Lois, the more time that passes, the greater the odds are that he's gone.
I think we need to find a healthy compromise.
No, he won't, and I will prove it.
I may have more effective means than kryptonite. I'm all ears.
With your red light stuff.
Damn it! How far can you hear? I don't know. Somewhere in Australia?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I can't. Just try again.
Okay, well,
We've been at this for an
I mean-
hour, and I don't even know what I'm hearing half the time.
practice makes perfect, baby.
You were the only one.
Well, when I used my heat vision on him, I gave him everything I had, everything, and he just tossed me around like a rag doll.
Yeah, that's because he's had many years to develop his powers. Did it?
I used it in my fight against Kal-El.
Oh,
The plan was to draw him deep into space.
Icarus protocol activated.
we saw this already. It didn't work.
He thought I was running.
Oh, snap.
I ended up here. Get someone to produce me one of these, and I'll take care of the rest.
Just get someone to make me this super nuke. And we're Gucci.
No, it wasn't your fault.
No, it's not.
She's gonna say it was your fault.
It's your fault. I trusted you. How am I supposed to live with myself?
Okay, but bruh, how is she supposed to know this was gonna happen?
I am so sorry, Emily.
Just stay away.
Yeah, it looks like you guys are gonna have to move to a different
You're
town.
not to blame for this.
But there was this overwhelming sense that my family would just be better off if I just let go.
So it worked on his insecurities. So Zod is
Be long now, Father.
the consciousness that they're trying to put in Clark right now. He just leaves.
It's Dad.
Yee, good. We know where he is.
Where are you?
Badlands.
Boy can help you.
General Lane needs this delivered to his tent straight away.
Yes, sir.
John Diggle?
Dig?
Lois Lane.
What the freak are you doing here, Dig? Brother, why are you here?
Well, listen,
Are you supposed to be like Green Lantern?
Search?
I assumed you knew. Your father called Lila, needed some tech delivered, so she sent me.
What kind of tech?
The murder kind.
make it work.
Sorry, who the hell are you?
This is John Henry Irons. He's helping us coordinate a fallback plan if we run out of
He
time.
would be a good Green Lantern as well.
Not true. I just.
You're from another Earth? Yeah, he is. You and I are gonna have a serious conversation about this, General.
My God. What is
Oh.
with everybody? Seriously. People are angry. They're lashing out.
But they know us. We live.
They actually think we're gonna leave?
No,
Yeah,
sweetie. We're not going anywhere.
probably should.
Okay?
You
Everything
would
will be
have
fine.
much happier lives if you
We're gonna
left.
fix it.
Our children sleep here.
It's a good thing that no one was home.
Yeah, well, what if someone had been, Lana?
Okay,
Huh? No,
Kyle.
look, okay? All we did is try and help.
Someone had to step up and
Where's
try
your other
something.
kid?
Huh?
Can you give your mom and me a minute?
It's okay.
I mean, Jordan can easily listen in.
The reason I know how much Superman loves humanity is that he's not just someone I report on. He is everything to me. He is the love of my life. The father of my sons. John Superman is my husband.
He's like, what the F? Bro, look at him for 5 seconds and you can see.
Clark Kent is Superman.
Yeah, man.
Lois,
I'm
this
gonna
doesn't
murder your
change
husband.
anything.
How can you say that?
I'm gonna win you back.
Sons, he loves me.
He wanted you to call me because he knew what I would do.
He knows worst case scenario.
If that's what you need,
But that'll make him hesitate.
then you called the wrong guy. No, Lois. I will not hesitate.
Oh, come on, man.
I saw you
A little
die.
jealousy getting in the way.
Natalie, I have a responsibility to do the right thing.
And I am telling you that killing Superman is not the right thing. John, please, I'm begging you, don't do this.
I'm sorry, Lois.
This is,
I know this isn't what you're
I
expecting, but Lila wouldn't help.
don't know.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Obviously, you can't kill him, but
Doppelgangers.
Other worlds, glowing boxes, losing the people I love. I'm done with that life.
Knowing your past, I don't blame you. Unfortunately, we don't have the luxury.
This is not an easy decision for me to make.
What? Exhausting every option to save the life of an ally. A hero? That should be an easy one.
should be an easy decision. You're right, Dig.
Prada.
Oh, no. General Zod.
General Zod.
Oh, bad news bears.
Seems like a really good dad.
My dad's a better dad.
This guy you're about to kill. He's a really good dad too.
I wish there was another way, son.
There's always another way.
Everyone and their mother is gonna try talking to this guy. Got a fancy hammer. He looks like the guy from Toonami. Cartoon Network.
Superman?
Shucks, man. Guess you're dead.
John, talk to me. Is Superman?
He's been turned.
Are you sure?
Why are you whispering?
He won't stop what's coming. None of you can stop this.
I'm sure.
Oh my God.
Just piss him off.
Armor at 57.
That's not a lot of percents.
John, you can't beat him. You have to make him remember who he is.
Hammer to the face. Clark.
You gotta do it. I can't stop.
John, he's still in there. I promise you can get through to him.
I mean, he's clearly still in there. He's talking to him as a regular guy right now.
We lost audio.
You gotta fight, brother.
I know what it means to lose the people you love. That pain you feel right now, that is nothing compared to what happens if you lose them. Right now, you got a chance to fight. Fight back, damn it!
Come on, Clark. Fight for them, Clark. Yes. All the flashback scenes we've seen before, new ones as well. Keep fighting, Clark. Scream if it helps. Victory. You did it. You have beaten General Zod with your brain. Is that like a permanent beating, or like are they gonna have to put him in the anti-eradicator?
We got him.
What's that mean? You should elaborate what that means. Okay. It's like,
John, can you
ladies
hear
and
me?
gentlemen, we got him. John's suit is surprisingly quick. You know, what is he doing? Is he trying to like disseminate some Kryptonian stuff throughout the atmosphere?
You could have ruled with me as my brother. Instead, I will bury you in the ashes of this world.
Just smokes him. What did he do though? He did something. Some bigger grand plan type stuff.
Mom. John.
This time it's actually him. Precious.
All right, you two. John, you've actually met our kids before.
They hit you with a truck. Yeah. Jonathan, you want a bitching suit like that? You could probably get one from your grandpa. He'd be down to get you a suit.
Alright. Little appetizer for you.
Yo, don't just eat those raw. You gotta put stuff on them. Like syrup. You sociopaths, what is wrong with you? It's not how you eat pancakes.
Complete what you were sent here for.
What was he planned? Was this on purpose? I guess it was a last second stinger where their eyes glow, but it wasn't Clark. Okay, another fun episode. I'm almost caught up with the series. I think I'm 2 episodes behind now. So looking to get caught up, but yeah, this one was kind of like the duality of John Henry Irons. You know, on one side he's got General Lane and his military mind being like, hey man, this is what needs to be done, and like he himself is like, yo, I'm not gonna let this happen to anyone else. Like I have seen the pain of and felt the pain of losing all your loved ones and all the people in the world. Like, there's zero chance I let this happen again. And I kind of agree with him a little bit, because where he's like, yo, Clark told you to call me for a reason. Like, he knew what I would do, which is true. I think that is evidence as even later when they're fighting and Clark is like, you got to do it, man. Like, kill me now, because I'm not gonna let my family get hurt. But in the end, it's the words of Lois and Jonathan that kind of break through, where, you know, as soon as he sees him struggling during the fight and like actively telling him to end it, he's like, bruh, I can't do that now. Like, he becomes convinced of their words, and he's like, all right, this man is a good man. He's got kids that love him. He's got a wife that loves him. You know, when Lois is like, hey, he's my husband, that, I feel like that should have spoken larger volumes to him, but, you know, maybe it was just a tiny tinge of jealousy, maybe, with being like, bruh, my wife is married to another man and has kids. But, you know, he does recognize that it's not actually his wife. It's, you know, alternate version or whatever. But, you know, that's probably not an immediate thing to kind of brush away. So, you know, maybe that isn't necessarily his fault, but it is what it is. And then what are some other things? Jordan had to kind of like slightly level up his powers a bit. Like, he had previously only used his super hearing a few miles away, but now he has to listen to Australia and, you know, find him in the Badlands, you know, coincidentally not that far away from where they are, the Badlands. I mean, it's not close, but it's not like Africa. It's not Australia in the bush, you know. He's, you know, not super far away. So, you know, a good moment where he has to, you know, he couldn't help last time with his laser eyes, but this time he can, you know, do something. You know, he doesn't want to just give up and just wait. So, like, you know, props on him and props on his brother for convincing him to just, like, even if you are fighting until the last possible second, do what you can do. I didn't even talk about Diggle coming in here. Friggin' John Diggle. He's supposed to be like Green Lantern. Like, what are you doing here, Diggle? You opened a glowing green box with a Green Lantern ring in it. Like, the CW didn't want to move forward with your series, I guess. He even he brings this whatever super weapon that they use to defeat Edge, but he's like, he's telling General Lane, he's like, bro, the right thing to do is to exhaust every possible option before killing him. And, you know, I liked that Diggle was here. I don't know if he was completely necessary. You know, it was just a fun thing to bring him around and kind of show that this show is still connected to the Arrowverse in a way. It's way better than the Arrowverse, but it's still connected. And then he just kind of goes back. So maybe Diggle will show up more in the rest of the season or next season. I assume there's going to be another season of this show. That would be interesting. The Camerons are getting kind of run out of town right now because, one, you know, the dad, Kyle, he spent the whole like first 10 episodes rallying this town to Morgan Edge's side and being like, this is the greatest man alive, he's awesome. And, you know, granted, the rest of this town was like fully on board. They were like, heck yeah, Morgan Edge. But he was kind of like the ringleader of that. And then his wife gets a job with Morgan Edge, you know, and at the time, the reason she did it was to kind of like go undercover in a sense. So the hate she's getting is unnecessary, but she also recruited people, and the people that she recruited got turned into Kryptonians. So, like, right, a little bit rightfully, this whole town is mad at them because they did play a big, like, integral part in the bad things that have happened, but at the same time, it's not really their fault. It's Morgan Edge's fault. So there's a thin line of, you know, how this town should walk, and I think Lois will make sure that the town knows that it wasn't them, but it's still rough. Long term, though, it might be beneficial for them to move. You know, when you get to the point where people are throwing, you know, bricks through your windows and spray painting your windows, being like, get the hell out of our town. Unless they're doing that because you're actively fighting for some righteous cause and they're horrible people, like, you know, this isn't Remember the Titans or something like that, where you're fighting against racism and they're burning crosses in your yard. It's like, they're throwing bricks through your window because you actively had a part in, you know, the almost downfall of this town. So, you know, maybe long term it might be beneficial for, especially, can you imagine the bullying that Sarah and her sister are going to face at school? That's going to suck for them. Hopefully they don't show that on screen, because then it's like, dude, you have to leave then. Like, I don't know. You can be a firefighter anywhere. You know, Lana can work at pretty much any bank she wants. I mean, maybe she probably won't get good references from her old bank, but, you know, it is what it is. And then Sarah's still in school. She could finish school somewhere else. You know, I'm sure the Kents can come up with a decent excuse to come hang out with them sometimes. You know, Jordan will be able to probably eventually fly and have super speed, so they won't have to end their relationship. I think things would be good, but it might be beneficial for them to leave. Yeah, but no, in the end, they saved the day. Clark and John are able to subdue Morgan Edge with their weird red solar bomb thing. But that seemed like part of Morgan Edge's plan almost, right? Because he like flew up with the Eradicator into space and he like lasers it, but we're not sure what that did yet, right? So like, was he just trying to like disperse these Kryptonian consciousnesses into the atmosphere? Like, is this like a long-term terraforming project that'll somehow work? I don't know. Like, maybe if enough people breathe in this like atmosphere of Kryptonian consciousness, like it makes all of them more susceptible to turning into Kryptonians. I don't know. But his eyes glowed blue at the end, so presumably he's not completely powerless. Well, I guess it didn't say it would take away his powers forever. It just kind of temporarily, enough to put him in this cage of green kryptonite light. But his eyes glowed blue at the end. I don't know what the blue signifies. Failsafe is the next episode, and then the next one after that, I think it comes back on Tuesday. So. And that's the final 2 episodes of the season. So 3 episodes left of the season, and I am only 1 behind right now. I'll probably be 2 behind come Tuesday, though. So if whenever you're watching this, I might already be behind again. But yeah, I don't know. This was a good episode. I'm looking forward to how the final 3 episodes of the season come about and what happens. But yeah. Thank you for watching. Before I go, please leave a like on the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more, especially to the final 3 episodes of the season. And then if you want to see the full-length reaction in this episode, consider checking me out on Patreon. I post all of my full uncut reactions in watch-along format down there. You just sync up your own copy of the show and you can watch along with me. There, you can also become a super supporter and get featured in all of my videos. But other than that, thank you for watching. I will catch you guys next time. Peace.